The season 19 finale of Heartland didn't just surprise fans, it completely reshaped the future of the story. It was emotional, intense, and filled with moments that felt like turning points rather than cliffhangers. And honestly, that's exactly why the idea of season 20 feels so powerful. It doesn't feel like just another season. It feels like something much bigger could be coming. Right now, fans everywhere are asking the same question: what happens next? And if season 20 truly continues right where season 19 left off, then we may be looking at one of the most emotional and meaningful chapters in Heartland's history. So let's break it all down, step by step, and explore what might be waiting for Amy, Nathan, and the entire Heartland family. Everything begins with that unforgettable proposal. Nathan's proposal to Amy wasn't just a romantic gesture. It was the result of everything he has done since entering her life. Over time, he has proven himself again and again, not through words, but through difficult choices. And the season 19 finale made one thing very clear: Nathan is willing to sacrifice anything to protect Amy, her family, and the life they are trying to build together. When the cattle were stolen from Heartland Ranch, Nathan didn't hesitate. He stepped in immediately, helping Lou and Jack recover what was taken. That moment alone showed his loyalty. But what truly defined his character came later, when he discovered that his own sister, Gracie, had paid the wrestlers. Instead of hiding the truth or protecting her, Nathan chose honesty. He told Amy everything, even knowing how painful and complicated that decision would be. What makes this moment so powerful is that Gracie is family. Turning against her was not easy, yet Nathan chose what was right. He removed Gracie from the ranch and took away her share, showing that accountability matters to him more than blood. Ties. This decision wasn't about punishment, it was about protecting Heartland and preserving trust. And that trust is exactly why Amy began to see Nathan differently. Over time, he didn't just earn Amy's respect, he earned Lindy's trust as well. Lindy's bond with Nathan grew naturally. She felt safe with him. She enjoyed his presence. She welcomed him into her world without pressure or force. Winning over a child is never easy, especially one who has already experienced loss, and Nathan handled that responsibility with patience and care. So when Nathan finally proposed with plans to buy a ranch on Salt Spring Island and build a future together with Amy and Lindy, it felt like the moment everything had been leading toward. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't impulsive. It felt earned. At this point, it feels very likely that Amy will accept the proposal. But acceptance doesn't mean certainty. It doesn't mean the journey will be smooth. In fact, season 20 could explore some of the most emotionally complex moments Amy has ever faced. Starting a new life is never easy, but starting over after loss is something entirely different. Amy has already lived through heartbreak. She lost Ty, the love of her life, the person she believed she would grow old with. Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting him, and season 20 may show just how heavy that emotional weight still is. Loving Nathan doesn't erase Ty's memory. Instead, it forces Amy to find balance between honoring her past and allowing herself a future. This inner conflict could become one of the central emotional threads of season 20. Even if Amy says yes to the proposal, doubt may follow, guilt may surface, fear may creep in. These emotions don't mean she loves Nathan any less. They mean she is human. Lindy's journey could be just as complicated. Right now, Lindy enjoys Nathan's presence. She laughs with him. She listens to his stories. She plays with his dog. But marriage changes the dynamic entirely. Accepting someone as a stepfather is a much bigger step than simply liking them. Lindy may struggle with that shift, especially as she grows older and becomes more aware of what it means to let someone new fully into her life. At first, she may resist. She may feel confused or protective of her memories. And that resistance could create emotional tension, not conflict born from anger, but from uncertainty. Still, Nathan has already proven that he approaches everything with patience. Compared to season 19, his role in season 20 may be less about proving himself and more about staying consistent, supportive, and understanding. Another major challenge waiting ahead is the question of where they will live. Leaving Heartland Ranch would be incredibly difficult for Amy. That place is more than home, it's history. It's where she grew up. It's where she loved, lost, healed, and found herself again. Every corner holds memories of Ty, her family, and the life she has known for so long. Moving away would mean leaving Jack and Lou behind. It would mean relocating the horses. It would mean stepping into a world where everything feels unfamiliar. Even imagining that kind of change could feel overwhelming. Because of this, Season 20 may show disagreements between Amy and Nathan about their future location. Nathan dreams of building something new on Salt Spring Island. Amy may feel torn, unsure if she's ready to let go of everything that defines her. These disagreements wouldn't be dramatic arguments, they would be quiet, emotional conversations filled with hesitation and vulnerability. But growth often comes from discomfort. As Nathan continues to show Amy that he will stand by her no matter what, and as Amy slowly comes to realize that moving forward does not mean abandoning her past, the ranch on Salt Spring Island could begin to feel less like a sacrifice and more like a new beginning. Over time, that place may transform into a true home, not because it replaces Heartland, but because it represents the next chapter. And once that chapter begins, something even bigger could happen. One of the most exciting and emotional possibilities for Season 20 is the idea of a new baby. Nathan has never had children. Amy only has Lindy. Starting a new life together could naturally lead to conversations about growing their family. Nathan may feel ready almost immediately, filled with excitement and hope. Amy, on the other hand, may need time. This decision wouldn't come lightly. It would be filled with reflection, fear, and deep thought. But after everything she has endured, Amy may eventually realize that building a future with someone she trusts so deeply feels right. A baby wouldn't replace anything she has lost, it would represent healing. If Season 20 ends with a wedding, a settled home, and the promise of a child, it could be one of the most emotional endings the show has ever delivered. Meanwhile, life at Heartland itself could finally feel calm. With Gracie gone and the wrestlers caught, there may be no major threats left. Jack could return to focusing on what he loves most, mentoring Dex and helping him prepare for rodeo once again. After making so many mistakes, Dex may finally prove that he has learned and matured. His relationship with River could continue without interference, and Katie may no longer stand in their way. For once, things might simply work. Lou's story could also shift. With Heartland Ranch no longer under constant danger, she may finally step back from work and focus on her family. This is something she and Peter have discussed many times, and Season 20 could finally give her the peace to choose family without guilt. But this calm raises an important question. If everyone finds peace, is the story over? This leads to a bittersweet possibility. Season 20 might not just be another season, it could be the final one. Over the years, these characters have endured loss, conflict, and hardship far beyond what most stories demand. Recently, some storylines have begun to repeat themselves, and that repetition raises concern. Watching the same mistakes, the same arguments, and the same cycles can feel exhausting, especially when the characters are genuinely good people. Creating drama simply for the sake of drama can take away from what made Heartland special in the first place. Because of this, Season 20 could be written as a farewell. A season focused on understanding, forgiveness, and closure. A season where the characters finally find stability and happiness, not temporarily, but permanently. Ending the story with peace could be the most respectful way to honor everything these characters have been through. As of now, nothing has been officially confirmed. Season 20 has not yet been announced. However, Heartland has returned almost every year in October. If that pattern continues, confirmation could arrive soon, with a possible release in October 2026. So now the question belongs to you. Do you think Amy and Nathan should get married? Do you believe Season 20 could truly be the final chapter of Heartland? And if it is, would you be ready to say goodbye to this story? Let's talk about it.